Hello class, here I have the options for the final. I'm also going to post this on the classroom so you can see, but I wanted to do a voiceover to explain a little bit more about what you can do and hopefully explain it a little better before class time tomorrow so you can get to thinking about what you want to do. So I have two options for the final. One is this health class self-reflection, and number two is something to do with sustainability, and I'll break these down a little bit more into detail. They both have the same grading rubric for 50 points, and that can be broken down here. Again, due to the time constraint, I want to leave this as wide open as possible, and I really want to stress the fact that as long as you put your heart into this, you don't need to spend hours and hours. As long as you care and you do something that is meaningful to you, that is more important to me. All right? So option number one, health class self-reflection. Essentially what this is I've had people tell me in the past that they wish we could have went further on a topic, or they had more time, or they really liked something but didn't like others. And this is kind of the option that I want to try for the first time, giving you the chance to expand on a topic that you liked in class more and more. And you can do this with partners. So basically you will create a slides presentation, and you can pick a topic that we've had presented in the class so far and do your own research and expand on the topic. So I want you to pick something you're passionate about. It could be writing an in-depth nutrition plan, fitness plan. You could talk more about mental health stigma or about those kind of conditions, discussing blue zones, health advertising, addictions. We're going to start aspects of human sexuality tomorrow. So anything like that, anything that we've kind of covered that you want to go more in depth in. And it needs to accomplish three things. Number one, expands upon the topic in further detail than already done in class. So you take what I've given you notes-wise and you go further and further and you do more research. It also should explain why you chose this topic and why it interests you. So there's like 3 or 4 slides right there that you can say why you chose the slide, what it means to you, and why it's important. And number 3, gives more resources about your topic and is a guide for others. So it's not just taking the teacher's word for it. You are teaching a topic you're interested in to your class, essentially. The project should be at least 15 to 20 slides long, and again, go more in depth. This is advanced health, so I want you to do an advanced research on some topic. Again, before you begin working on this, I'd like you to get my approval first, just because I want to make sure we're on the right path. But I will give you an okay or suggest an alternative based on what you come up with, all right? So that's option 1. We'll cover it more in class tomorrow. Now, option number 2, this is all about sustainability. And so this is the last unit that we have. And again, it's very rushed for time, but it's something that I value a lot, and it's something that the students tend to have a good time with, okay? So what you could do is create a PSA, an environmental PSA, kind of like you did if you liked the previous PSA. This would be a smaller version of it. This can be a partner project or individual, and you can go about it in any which way. The resource that I give you is naturespeaking.org. I'd like you to look at that. They've got some great PSAs, and you could do something similar about a topic of sustainability that is interesting to you. Or here's one that a student had done in the past. I'll just pull this up.
I am the plastic water bottle. At first, I wasn't too popular. It would make sense. People could get tap water virtually free. Then, my company... In the process, 17 million barrels of oil were used, and this could have fueled 100,000...
Alright, so this student went on into detail about explaining about plastic water bottle and how they're extremely unsustainable and ineffective. So that is one example. Another thing you could do is a persuasive speech. So find a topic that pertains to an environmental issue: pollution, climate change, globalization, endangered species, habitat loss, pesticides, GMO versus organic, anything like that. And deliver a speech about the importance of your topic and what others can do to help. I would like it to be at least 5 minutes long and contain facts, viewpoints, or challenges, and basically to challenge the audience to better their world. So it's kind of like an inspirational speech. You could also do a paper. The topic would be the world today. I'd like you to write about how the environment has changed in the past 100 years. You can say things that are different, what is better, what is worse off, and then be specific about what has changed and what we should be concerned about, because there are definitely concerns. I'd like this to be opinion-based and about 2.5 page minimum. The other option is the Recycling at Byron interview. That is a little bit bigger of a task. I don't know how much time you would have to do that, but if you would like to, you can certainly do that. So you can read more about this as well. And the last one would be to create a poster or diorama or some other aspect of sustainability. So you'd create a poster board about sustainability of an environmental issue. So it's like essentially any of these up here, but you'd create a poster about it rather than a speech, a paper, a PSA, something like that. So you can do it however you want. And of course, the final option is build your own. So if you have something pertaining to sustainability that's not up here, you can certainly do that. I would just like to talk to you face to face and see what your idea is, and then we can go from there. So again, here's the grading rubric. If you have questions, we will go over this tomorrow, but I wanted to introduce this here right now. So thank you very much.